Of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcell Dareus coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Hunt.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's flunked. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And inside the 12, brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run with Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go, go, go.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. To throw, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. 58.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Zoom. Jump out! Hey!
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
319. Hey, 626.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Ballage, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kalen Ballage taking it in from a yard out, and the Packers are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First down, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Perry in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On third down, it's Hunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Mahomes now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Mahomes. He's about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, where y'all going? Yeah, live.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to
finish again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Zoom. Hey, 626. Yeah, live. Max North. Right. No.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Milage. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's fine, yeah.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. On 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So this is what I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, 626.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. Come the Chiefs now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Rodgers now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances, putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
319.
They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run forward Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mahomes now to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
319. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Zoom, zoom. Hey, 626.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Also over here. We are going.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers again now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Zoom, zoom. Also over here.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone.